It is completely up to you.
I will be on for some time.
All
And
right.
where am I? There I am.
Hello, hello.
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 Hi.
Welcome, welcome. Now, as it's still a little early, I can see that people are not joining us yet, but we can use the opportunity to get to know each other. So, Milica, would you like to introduce yourself to Nevin?
Yes. Hello, Neven.
Hello.
My name is Milica. I'm from Čačak.
Mm.
I am 27 years old, and I work in.
I
You
didn't hear.
didn't hear me.
How old were you? Are you? Sorry.
27 years.
Oh, okay. So we are from the same generation.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Okay.
I studied economic in Kragujevac,
Mm-hmm.
and now I am working in one company in Čačak.
Very good. Thank you for your introduction.
Milica, your introductions are becoming better and better.
Thank you.
You
Gee,
are
I
welcome.
wonder why.
She practices. She really takes all the advice. And she will attend the group course of Business English from the 1st of July, if everything is all right, and our other students sign the contract as well, hopefully.
I'm happy to hear that.
And
Now,
Nevin, would you like
I
to
will
introduce
introduce
yourself?
myself. Well, as I already said, my name is Nevin. I am, well, almost 27. I'll be turning 27 in about 2 months. I studied information technology for a bit in Novi Sad, which is where I am from, and currently I'm working with Jelena in JCR English.
It's nice.
It is. Thank you.
And of course, you know me, so there is no need for me to introduce myself. But if you have any questions for me, I am here to answer them before anybody else joins us. And then, of course, I will be able to do that.
Yeah. You often say it about your dog.
Yeah, she
How
just
is it?
came to say hi. She is
Oh,
fine. Thank you for asking. She spent the entire day in the forest,
Mhm.
in around the forest house, and she is excellent. Actually, I haven't seen her, but I I don't smell her, so she's fine.
okay.
Unlike my dog.
Anyway, it doesn't seem like anybody else is joining us, although, oh, here we have Ivan Radovanovic. I don't know who that is, but we can accept. Hello, hello, Ivan.
It's my friend.
Oh,
Maybe it's her husband.
Oh, okay. Ivan or somebody else? Can you please turn on your microphone so that we can hear you?
I see the picture. It's
So it's
Mira.
your friend, Mira. Okay. Mira,
Yeah.
please turn on your microphone. I cannot do it for you. You have to click on the page. Does she understand English very well?
Yes. It's
Okay.
better than I.
Okay, so Mira, please click on the screen and you will see the microphone button. Your microphone is muted. All you need to do is click on it and it will unmute. You can do the same for your camera if you'd like, or you can keep it closed. I will do
m-
this.
maybe it will be easier if I say it like this. So, you can use your mouse and hover over the lower part of your browser, and there you will see an icon for the microphone, the pickup call, and the camera. You can click the microphone to turn it on.
Thank you very much, Nevin, for that detailed explanation.
Well, call support.
Very nice. Mira, if you can hear us, please respond to us in the chat box. Respond if you hear. Okay, you can hear us. Please click the microphone button on the screen, as Nevin already mentioned. You can click the screen and there will be the microphone button.
has a problem, apparently.
It's okay. No worries. When you Milica, you had a problem the first time we had a webinar. What was the
Yes.
problem?
I can't to turn on a microphone.
You couldn't turn on the
Couldn't.
microphone.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes, I couldn't.
Okay, Mira, you could try to log out and then come back in. This can solve the problem. Also, if you are using your mobile phone, it can be a problem sometimes, but sometimes it is okay. It depends on what kind of version there is. In the meantime, everybody, I am going to show you what we are going to work on today. We are going to, just a moment, we are going to deal with a business meeting. And everybody will have a role in the meeting. Teacher Nevin, would you like to play or be an observer?
Well, today,
To play.
for the first time, I will be an observer, but
No fun.
but if my courage works up a little bit, just kidding, I may be an interviewer, as they say.
We will see. Okay, you can
We
let
will
us
see
know how you feel.
we will see how the lesson plays out.
Okay, so does everybody see the screen?
All I see is darkness before me.
Milica, how about you?
Now it's just dark.
Okay, I will share it again. Just a moment, just a moment. Ah, this technology.
My old friend, I've
Oh,
found
I see what the problem is. I closed the window completely. Just a moment. I'm sorry, after 10 hours. I love doing this, by the way. Milica and Nevin, let's hear something from you. How has your day been? Did you do something that you didn't enjoy or something that caused you trouble?
something I didn't enjoy. Well, hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
How about you,
Well, not
Milica? Teacher Nevin
real.
is reluctant.
No, I mean, my cousin
Mm-hmm.
sister uh came here today with her little child,
Oh, nice.
and her little child is very how do you say this?
Loud?
That would be an understatement.
Dynamic.
Okay. Have
So the kid has a vocal range of an opera singer. So
Ooh.
throughout all the closed doors and all the rooms, I can still hear him calling my dog.
That is cute, but I understand it can hurt the head a little bit. How about you,
Ah.
Milica?
Just kidding.
Uh, I relaxed today because yesterday I work a lot and today is a day for relaxing.
For relaxing. For
For
doing
relaxing.
something,
Yeah.
right? Okay, can
Yes.
everybody see the screen now?
Nope.
No,
Oh gosh, really?
it's just dark. In first time I see, but now not.
Yeah,
Okay.
it showed for like a couple of seconds and it just disappeared and became black all over again.
Okay. Oh, that is not good. I'm going to maybe it's because I am opening a PowerPoint. Let me turn it into into a PDF.
Hmm?
Okay, here we go. By the way, who here has been in a business meeting?
Hmm.
In English, I know.
You know or you haven't?
I haven't been in
Okay.
English meeting.
But in a Serbian one?
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell us what are some rules of behavior when it comes to business meetings? Are there
Depends
some
of the
rules?
meeting. Yes, but have some rules. Maybe when some people talk, other listen them,
To
and
them.
to them, yes. Maybe one person write the how to say the important things.
Takes the meeting minutes, right?
Yes, and we have different roles. Depends of the purpose of the meeting, and the meeting is formal or informal, or just people in the company, or some external people out of company.
And when is the meeting formal and when is it informal?
Maybe when in meeting there are some people who didn't work in company, maybe some clients. In that situation, meeting is formal, and all people have a dress code, have a maybe some formal attitude, or how to say.
Okay, some formal attitude. You use a specific kind of vocabulary, a
Yes.
specific body language. Of course, you're not going to scratch yourself or things like that. Of course. Okay, very good. Now, when it comes to the business meeting, what kind of training, Milica, does your company provide, if there are any trainings?
Any trainings? Yes, we have, I think, maybe a few trainings for some employees, just few employees who are working that in that topic about that is train. You understand me?
Yes, but I'm trying to form your sentence a little bit more easily. Maybe we would like to say they provide training, and some people from that field or from that
Yeah,
area do the
yeah,
training,
yeah.
right?
Yes.
I can understand. And does your company spend a lot of money on training? Or maybe that's a
No,
secret, you don't have to tell me.
it's not secret. I didn't spend a lot of money, and maybe some trainings are free. Can be
That is
free.
good. Very good. Teacher Nevin, what do you think about training? Is it an important part of a professional development?
I think it is.
What makes it
And
important?
it makes it important because as a newcomer to a company, you should be accustomed to rules of the company and learn how the company works, who are all the people you can turn to if you have problems, how to properly handle clients, and other things that require. Oh, and
Hello,
another student came here.
Hello,
Hello.
Mira.
Hello, Mira.
I'm
Can you
sorry.
hear
Hello.
us?
I'm
Can
sorry.
you hear
Everything
us?
is okay now.
Okay, perfect. Welcome to our class or our business meeting. My name is Jelena. Here we have Nevin, and of course, you know Milica. We just started talking about trainings in a company. So maybe you can tell us something. Do you have trainings in your company?
Yes, sometimes I have some trainings about some work in laboratory and on some equipment. Uh, it's HPLC. Uh,
HPLC.
yes, it's about analyze some trace of some special special components in food.
Oh, that is very good. Yeah. Let me just help you a little bit with your pronunciation. We will say components.
Components.
Very
Okay.
good. And we will say there are two pronunciations. One is laboratory,
Okay.
and the other one is laboratory.
Okay. Which is better?
Well, I use laboratory, but you can use whichever sounds better to you. Both are correct.
Okay. Okay.
Both are,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Both are standard. Now, when it comes to spending money, giving priorities, the usefulness of training, and so on. Can you tell us how useful are those trainings for you?
When I spent my money,
No, when your company, well, maybe you spend your money, I don't know.
yes,
But
I sometimes spend own money,
Mhm.
and sometimes is money of company, but it is always is useful, very useful.
That is
I
good.
think it's very useful to spend money on that things,
On those things.
those things.
Do you know why we say those things instead of that things?
It's plural. Those.
That's right. Yes, very good. Okay, nice. Well, this was just an introduction and a warm up while we were, well, waiting for somebody else to join us. As you can see, people say that they will come, but then something comes up, somebody's stomach hurts, and so on. So we are, of course, good by ourselves. We have a situation here. Mira, as you joined us a little bit later, I'm not sure if you can see the shared screen. Can you?
Yes, I see.
Okay, perfect. We are going to get familiar with a situation in a company. It's related to training, as you might have guessed, everybody. After that, we are going to sign up for roles, and we're going to hold a business meeting trying to, well, solve the problem or come to a solution that makes sense. So as you can see here, we have 3 pages of this situation. So as teacher Nevin is here just keeping us company, he will be one of the students too. So, Milica, could you please read the first page?
Yes. Situation. You work for a large insurance company with its head office in England of the 400 employees at head office. Over half work in the claims department and nearly 100 work in sales and marketing. The other departments are much similar. The personal department and the finance department each employ about 30 people, and the communications department and the international department each employ about 20 people.
Very good job, Milica, but let's work on your pronunciation a little bit. And let's say insurance.
Insurance.
Very good. You can also say insurance. Both are okay. Then this is not, I forgot what number you said, so could you please repeat it?
400 employees.
Exactly,
Yes.
very good. Then we're going to say this word one more time. Pay attention, please.
Nearly.
Try again. No, teacher Nevin? Melita, let's do this with
Nearly.
E.
Nearly.
There you go.
Nearly.
And make that R a little softer. Curl your tongue a little. And let's say nearly.
Nearly.
Let's curl the tongue a little. Can you see me well? Can you see me well?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I just washed my hands. Don't worry. So I will do this. Look. R. So curl your tongue a little.
I try.
Don't be embarrassed. Nobody can see you. So feel free to curl your tongue a little and say R.
I can't. Nearly.
Okay, a little bit
Nearly.
better. We will keep practicing. But I will repeat it one more time. Nearly.
Nearly.
Okay, we will work on that. Then we're going to say not similar, but
Smaller.
yes. And can you read this word one more time?
Personal.
Listen to this. This is the stressed. Tum tum tum. Personnel.
Personnel.
Yes, very good. And we are going to say this one without E, just employ.
Employ.
Very good. Everybody, are there any words that somebody doesn't understand here? Besides pronunciation, of course, it's important for us to understand what this is about. So if there is anything unclear.
Yes.
Okay, Mira, please read the next page.
The main activity in an insurance company is, of course, to sell policies,
Policies.
policies and then to deal with claims. This is why 3/4 of the staff are involved in these activities. Your company recently installed a new computer network in your offices. Every employee has a computer on their desk, and all the processes of drawing up policies and dealing with claims are computerized.
Computerized.
Computer. All the departments can use the network for their type of work, accounting, billing, pay slips, etc. And everyone has access to the electronic mail system. Because many of your customers travel abroad, you have more and more contact with foreign countries, particularly in Europe.
Excellent reading skills, Mira. Thank you very much. Let's just go through a few words together. Let's say computer.
Computer.
Very good. If it's easier, I'm going to make it harder. Computer. The T can be harder. Computer.
Computer.
Okay, that's okay. I say it a little bit faster and then it sounds like between T and R. Computer. That's also fine. Then in this word, we're going to say it with a stress on the last syllable. Employee.
Employee.
Very good. We're going to say processes.
Processes.
That's right. Again, we will curl up the tongue a little bit more for R. Processes.
Processes.
Much better, yes. We can say process when it's a verb, but when it's a noun, we put the stress on the first syllable. And when it comes to this word, drawing, we don't say w, just drawing. Drawing.
Drawing.
Very good, excellent. We are going to say computerized. Let me say it with t. Computerized.
Computerized.
Much better, yes. And everything else was okay. Oh, yes, one more thing. Foreign.
Foreign.
Very good. Are there any words that somebody doesn't know? Really? Really? What does it mean if something is computerized, everybody? Yes, teacher Nevin, go ahead.
No, I can't speak. Just kidding. So, when something is computerized, that means that most of the things can now be done using a computer.
Exactly. Very good. Thank you very much. It's not like I doubted you, but it's nice that you know. And everybody, what is billing?
Maybe invoice.
Yes, okay, yes, charging people
Sometimes.
for some goods or services. Yes. Okay, very good. We have traveling abroad. What does it mean if you travel abroad, everybody?
Go in other country.
Going to other countries.
Yes.
That's right. Very good. And okay, I'm done. Teacher Nevin, you can read the next page.
Yay. Okay. Situation is as follows. The main activity in an insurance company is, of course, to sell policies and then to deal with claims. This is why 3/4 of the staff are involved in these activities. Your company recently installed a new computer network in your offices. Every employee has a computer on their desk. Didn't we just read this?
Is this the same which Mira read?
Oh, no. Yeah? Yes. Oh, I made a mistake. This is when you work for 9 hours and then you start making a presentation. Okay, well, I will tell you something. It's good that you noticed this mistake of mine. That's nice. Now, the problem here is that they want to computerize their activities, they want more trainings, they want to advance as a company, but they have to dedicate a budget. Now, as you can see, everybody, here, computers handling policies and claims this year actually took 12% of the entire company's budget, and the number of participants in the training was 25. Milica, could you please comment on the next course?
Yes. Languages French, Spanish, Italian, and German. It's type 23% in budget, and in that participate 12 employees.
12 employees participated in that course.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good. Okay. Mira, can you talk about sales techniques?
Yes, sales techniques, number of participants are 20 and 25% of budget.
Let's repeat the words techniques.
Techniques.
Very good. And budget.
Budget.
Very good, yes. And we are also going to say the number of people is 20. There are 20 people, but the number is. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
Okay, Teacher Nevin, can you please go through public relations and telephone manners?
Okay. So there were 30 participants in public relations and telephone manners department, and the company spent 18% of the budget on their training.
Everybody, what are telephone manners?
I mean, I know, but I'm letting the students say.
Yeah, you can let others. No? Okay, Teacher Nevin, you can say it.
Well, telephone manners are, well, as the word already implies, how we are supposed to speak to other people when we talk to them through a telephone.
Everybody, do you think that this is important?
Yes, very important.
Yes.
Absolutely, especially if we have a call center, or especially if somebody's going to answer the phone. If a person who is impolite, who is rude, who doesn't know how to communicate well, answers the phone and speaks to us, well, we are going to not want to buy the services of that company, which is of course a bad thing. Milica, could you please do the next one and of course make your comments?
Yes. The number of people that participate in accounting, in financial management is 10, and the company spent 5% of budget in that course,
On that course, yeah.
Yes, on that course.
Very good, Milica.
It's
You know
small.
what I would like you to do?
To repeat.
Yes, please.
In I am under pressure.
Don't be under pressure. You know that this is just a relaxing way for us to practice English, get to know each other, and spend a nice hour together. So you know how to say this. Let's do it together. Actually, I will listen.
Yes. Financial.
There you go. Very good. And one more thing. Do we say the company spend, or do we add something to that verb?
The company spends.
Yes. Okay, good. Mira, let's do the next one.
Using email, number of participants is 20, and company use 10% of budget for that.
Yes, do we say company use?
The company spends.
Or uses is also fine, but we need to add an S because the company is it, the third person
Yes.
singular. Teacher Nevin, let's do the next one.
Personal management or pay and recruitment had 10 participants, and the company spent 5% of the budget on their training.
The company spent or
Spent. I mean,
spends or is spending because we are looking at this year.
oh, we were looking at this year.
If it was last year,
It
yeah.
was last year to be spent, but because we are looking at the current year, then it's spends.
Yes, of course. I did not mention that we are looking at this year. I just thought,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, Milica, how about the next one?
I didn't sure that I see the words. Maybe athletics.
Okay, let me make it bigger. Just a moment. Can you see it now?
Aesthetics.
Yes. Aesthetics.
That's right, aesthetics. Does everybody know what that
Flower.
is?
No.
Anybody?
It's aesthetic looking of our room, our space.
That's right, yes. And Milica, you
Thank
can
you.
continue.
The number of participates is 1, and the company spends 1% of the budget of that.
On that.
Yes.
I'm not sure if I heard it correctly. Okay, and could you please read this word one more time?
Flower arranging.
Like a rose. How do we say for a rose? It is a
Flower.
flower. That's right. Very good. Okay, teacher Nevin, let's do the next one.
Physical development. Tennis, first of all. Just kidding. So the company had 2 participants. It has, because of this year, has 2 participants in the physical development department, and the company spends 1% of the budget for those 2 participants.
That's right. So everybody, as you can see here, the highest amount of the largest amount of money goes on sales techniques. Do you think this is fair?
In this time, maybe yes, because sales it's important. It's the most important for every company.
Sales are the most important for every company.
Yes.
This is true. Without that, a company can not succeed easily. Where does the company spend the smallest amount of money, everybody?
Aesthetic.
Aesthetics, yes. And physical development. Is that all right? What do you think?
It's not okay. I think physical development is important, very important. And
And
I think in Japanese, they in Japan they more spend more money for that.
they spend more money on
Or
that.
yes, on physical development.
Okay, does anybody disagree with that?
Hmm, with sorry, I did not catch Ivan's name.
Mira.
Mira. Okay, sorry, Mira. I'm teacher Nevin, by the way. Hello.
Hello.
We didn't formally meet. Well, I do understand why Japanese spend more money on that, but in our environment in Serbia, I mean, or in this company, for example, I don't really think that is as important as other things. I mean, aesthetics are important, but we shouldn't spend thousands and thousands just for everything to look super pretty. So we need 1 or 2 people to decorate our work environment, and that's it. But physical development is important because people do sit in front of the computer all day and they need recreation. So
Yeah.
it
Milica, I'm sorry, teacher Nevin. I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
can, but
I'm sorry.
Milica.
Go ahead.
No, I meant Milica.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Milica,
teacher Nev.
no, I'm to blame. No worries about that. When it comes to you, Milita, I know that you go to the gym, and I suppose you pay for your own physical development and for your physical activities. Do you think that the company should provide finances for that, or do you think it is your obligation and duty to cover those expenses?
Maybe it can be okay that company provides some type of gym or some type of physical activities for employees because it's important for physical health, for physical development of employee.
Okay, I agree. It can be, of course, of great importance, especially if you spend a lot of hours sitting and working. Okay,
Yes.
so you can see the number. We crunched them, as they would say, which means we analyzed them, we went through them, and now we're ready to discuss. In the next part of our meeting, we are going to actually give the roles. Is there anybody who would like to chair this meeting? We will have the chairperson, and somebody has to be that. I mean, if nobody wants, I can be that. And
Could you
then,
uh,
yes,
scroll up
I
a
will.
bit and to the right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, you chair the meeting, you ensure and everyone participates.
Yeah, but we are not going to spend our time on that yet. I want
Okay.
to see if somebody wants to chair a meeting. If not, here are the roles that we have. We have the marketing manager. Let me just make this bigger. We have the claims manager, the head of the international department, the financial manager, the personnel manager, and the communications manager. You can pick your roles. Any preferences, everybody?
Hmm.
Milita, what would you like to be?
Yeah. Maybe a financial manager.
Yes, but say it right, please.
Financial manager.
Only three.
Financial manager.
Yes, good job. Okay, so Milica is a financial manager. Mira, what would you like to be?
Maybe a personal manager.
Personnel.
Personnel.
Nevin?
I am still thinking, but let's say communications manager.
Mira, okay. Communications manager is Nevin. Okay, so Mira, please read your role. Can you see it? Should I make it larger?
Yes. Okay. It is true that not many people do use the email system, but this is because the staff prefer using other means of communication, like the telephone or memos. What you would really like is for your own staff to do more, or the training they started this year. What could be more important than an efficient pay department? Everyone wants to get paid at the end of the month without mistakes on their pay slip. You agree your department is small, but 10% of training for such an essential service is very little.
Okay. 10% on training.
On training.
Very good. Do you understand your role?
Yes, I think I
Do you have any
understand.
questions? So, what would you like? What is your attitude according to this?
Mm,
We have some noise.
but I don't know. Maybe
You understand the needs of other departments to have a lot of money on training, but you believe that the money that you are asking is justifiable because only 10% for this, you think it's a small amount actually. And you believe that, well, what do you actually want to spend money on?
I want to spend money on, I don't know, to motivate people to 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 do to use email system more. I don't know.
Hmm. That's right.
I
You
don't
want
know
your
how.
staff to learn how to use emails efficiently.
Yes, yes,
That's right. And you want them to learn how to communicate with each other more efficiently.
yes.
Okay, now that you got that, Milica, let's read your role.
Financial manager. Unlike your colleagues, you think that spending on trainings is too high. You want to pursue them to reduce the overall figure to 4%. In your opinion, money is being wasted. Tennises and flower arrangements courses should be stopped. Public relations and telephone manners are just fashions, and training for them is not useful. Also, too much is being spent on languages given the small number of people who needed them. You want to concentrate the training budget on accounting and financial management and handling claims and policies by computer.
Okay, can we work on pronunciation a little bit?
It's good.
Let's say persuade.
Ooh, it's difficult for me.
Okay, we
Pers-
will persuade.
persuade.
One more time. Persuade.
Persuade.
Yes, perfect.
Persuade.
Okay,
Thank you.
nice. You're welcome. And this one is figure.
Figure.
Okay, I think you said it right, but I just wanted to make sure that we got it. Well, uh,
Figure.
yes, and we're going to say stopped.
Stopped.
That's right. The rule for ed is if it doesn't end with the letter T or D or the sound T or D, we don't say id. We just say, we forget that this E exists. So we will say stopped, worked,
Stopped.
learned, and so on.
Okay.
All right, so do you understand your role?
Yes, I'm one stagey person.
Good adjective. Okay, and what do you want? What would you like to spend your money on?
On finance and accounting.
And do you have a reason why you would like that?
Maybe because my role is on that type.
Okay.
Because I suppose that all other things are not so important.
All those other things.
Yeah.
Let's say it again. All those other things are not so important.
All the other all those other things are not so important.
Very good. Okay, nice. So if you understand your role, I guess it is time for Nevin. Nevin, I muted your microphone. You can unmute yourself. Excellent.
I am muted myself. Yes. Was there some background noise?
I am not sure if it came from you, but I muted you just in case.
Okay.
It happens on my side sometimes when I am quiet because we have the same microphone. It's a noise cancellation one. So when you keep quiet, it wants to make some noise.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. Okay. My role is communications manager. You personally recommended the installation of email when the computer network was installed. You are disappointed that this means of communication is underused and think that it is because staff in all departments need training on using it. Excuse me. Sorry about that. You also recommended the public relations and telephone manners courses this year. These were very useful for the 30 members of staff who had them. You chose those who were in the most constant touch with the public, but you would like another 20 people, 10 for the phone and 10 for public relations, to do the course now.
Okay, Teacher Nevin, do you understand your role?
Yes, so
what would you like?
I'm the person who installed the email when the computer network came, but I am quite disappointed I'm disappointed by the number of people who can use the email. And I also recommended public relations and telephone manners courses. And I need 20 more people to take the training.
All right, very good. So as you chose your roles, I suppose I'm going to be the head of this meeting and I'm going to guide you through the process. This means that I'm going to do exactly what I have been doing so far, so nothing really changes. Everybody, what we need to do now is going to be to see whether money allocated for the training this year has been well spent, what training should be done next year. So you get to share your opinions, you get to speak with each other. Maybe some courses should be added to the list. Maybe some people will benefit from another training course and so on. So basically, we need to hold a meeting to allocate the funds for next year. Everybody, are you ready?
Okay.
Milica? Mira?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, welcome everybody. We are going to start our meeting soon. I suppose everybody is ready and no need for introductions as we are all members of the same team. Today's topic is going to be to decide where our budget is going to be allocated and which training courses are going to get the budget. So here we have our personnel manager, our financial manager, and our communications manager, and we are looking forward to hearing your thoughts. Who would like to speak first, please? Okay, can we hear it from the personnel manager?
Yes. On the first place, I think my company must spend money on languages for my employees because they must know language, especially English, to use emails and be more efficient in their jobs. Then it's also very important using email and maybe some special training for that. But yes, it is very simple, but maybe for some people it is need to also have training in that field. And also personal management. What is recruitment?
Recruitment is the process of hiring, actually, of looking for, then finding, and then hiring the candidates for new job positions.
Okay, it's very important to spend money on that. It's because you must choose the best people in your team.
All right, very good. So,
Also, aesthetic is important.
all right, so do you have a plan on what percentage should be allocated to which area?
Maybe 2 or 3% to be in that field.
Which field? Aesthetics?
Aesthetics.
All right, and what percentage would you like to allocate to learning of the languages and business email skills?
Okay, learning languages maybe 25, and using email maybe I think it's okay 10% for that. I don't know. It is that need more for that activity.
If more is needed for that.
Is needed. Okay.
All right. Does anybody want to disagree with Mira or want to add something to help her support? Okay, I
Maybe,
suppose.
So far, I'm pretty okay with that.
yes, we agree.
You
But
agree. All right.
yes, but in languages, maybe uh, have to have to spend little money because small people participate in that course. It's
Few
okay to,
people, not small.
yes, yeah, few people participate.
All right, that is true, yes. So, would you prefer to lower the amount of money spent on the language courses, or would you like to encourage more people to take the language courses?
To encourage more people to participate in language courses.
Okay, in your opinion, how many people should attend these courses, and what would be the budget that you would allocate in this purpose?
I didn't remember how many people Mira said, but I think should be maybe 15 in next year, and to participate, to spend, the company spends maybe 30%.
30% of
No,
the company's training budget.
yeah, but it will be uh, more than this year.
All right, everybody. What do you believe? Who should be the employees taking these language courses?
I would say that the people from my department, from public relations and telephone matters, should be the people who should take the language course.
Ah, so
Because,
you are now a communications manager, so your accent changed completely, right?
of course,
Okay, I like the acting. Go ahead.
that is what I like to do. Thank you. However, I saw a lot of people in my department do not know how to use emails and computers properly. So I think that we need to spend more money on using email and computers training
All right.
so we can actually communicate through emails instead of telephones like some barbarians. Also, I would like to add that I would that in the next year we should add at least 20 more people in my department. I need 10 more people to handle uh, public relations and 10 more people to take courses in telephone manners
All right.
because that will increase the number of participants. I think that my department should receive some 5% increase in the next year.
All right, everybody. Any suggestions? Any complaints about this? No complaints. Okay, teacher Nevin, it seems like you've got your budget.
I
Milica?
tried to sound as snobbish as possible.
Okay. And all with the nose touching. This is usually what they do. They are a little bit sleazy sometimes, so they touch their noses
I
to.
know. I know.
Okay, good.
I know what I was doing.
Milica, it's your turn. So, as the financial manager, what would you like to suggest? Where should our budget go?
Maybe to more people to encourage to process in some accounting course, not 10 more people, maybe 15 or 20 people, and some course I think it's not necessary, not needed, and it will be okay to stop with them with athletic no athletics, some sports
Is that?
activities.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because it's wasted of money
It's
on
a waste
that.
of money.
Yeah, and maybe um, telephone expenses, telephone cost, uh,
Could you please
cost of
elaborate on that?
telephone costs. Using telephones
Mm-hmm.
can
So,
be should be smaller.
so people should use the telephones less to reduce the
Yeah,
costs of the use of the telephone. So, what would you suggest as an alternative means of communication?
email can be okay, and maybe to use more Viber or something like that, not to use direct phone call.
All right, Google Meet can be used like we are using it now.
Yes, it's nice. And it's 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 okay. It's all.
That is
All
all.
of yes, that is all.
All right. Did everybody express themselves on where you would like to use where you would like to use your budgets? Yes, all right. So it seems like we are going to increase the budget on when it comes to email communication training, when it comes to language training, and when it comes to the training of staff in communications as well as recruiting departments. As When it comes to aesthetics, so one of you has suggested that we should take more care and pay more attention to the way our offices look, as that is going to increase and improve the mood of the employees. So I will agree with that. When it comes to different departments, unfortunately, a lot of our managers couldn't make it to this meeting. So we have the general knowledge and we discussed the general matters, but we will have to continue this meeting at another occasion in order to give the others a chance to express themselves. Initially, I agree with your suggestions and I will write them down. But again, on a follow up meeting, we will agree on all the details more specifically. Does anyone have anything to add or to complain about something?
No, I have reached what I.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear. Can you say it again? Oh,
Uh,
okay.
I have nothing to complain, ladies and gentlemen. I have achieved what I came here to do.
Okay. The communications manager is really a kind of a British person. I'm not sure I like that guy, but okay. You played your role really, really nicely. The financial manager was not snobbish as I would expect her to be. And when it comes to the personnel manager, she likes talking about aesthetics and she cares really much about the people. I'm not sure where our noise comes from. I muted teacher Nevin, but it's not that. Maybe it's my microphone. Let me just check, 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 check. Muting all of you, everybody. Okay. No, it's not me. But anyway, please everybody unmute yourselves. I was checking and I discovered nothing. In any case, our meeting is over. So thank you everybody for participating. And I look forward to our follow up meeting in which we are going to discuss additional details. Now, as we are done with our meeting, Milica and Mira, please unmute yourselves. Mira?
Yes.
Okay, Milica, I see that you are
Okay.
unmuted. And okay, perfect. Mira, we have some noise coming from your side. Are you using some microphone?
I don't know why that. I don't use
It
microphone.
Oh, okay. That's because of that. For these kinds of online classes, you should use earphones with a microphone because when you use a phone or a computer, then the microphone and the speaker are sometimes too close to each other, and then they sometimes create an echo or something that in Serbian we would call microfonia. Microfonia. I
Feedback.
don't know how to say Serbian. It's okay. Anyway, how did you feel in our meeting? Was it stressful for you?
No, it was interesting, very interesting
Okay. Do
for
you
me.
think you are able to participate in meetings in English?
Yes.
Yes, it's not so hard. So you now broke the ice, everybody. If you haven't had meetings in English so far, now you've had it, so you can feel free to participate in them later. Of course, we all make mistakes. I make mistakes too, but we know how to correct ourselves and we take corrections, and that is what matters. Does anyone have any questions or complaints or comments for me or teacher Nevin? No? Okay, as you know, our conversation from last Wednesday was canceled because there were not enough people who signed up. Actually, there were, but they did not say that they would attend. So we are going to have it again next week on Wednesday. If you would like to sign up, you can send me a message or an email, and I would gladly put you into the calendar. You would
Of course.
immediately get the link, but please confirm your presence as soon as you can. Because if not, if a small number, let's say less than two, fewer than two, apply, then we don't hold it. But if three people are there, then it has a purpose because we have a community, we have a union, and we can discuss our thoughts and have a nice time together.
Or as in layman English, as they would say, a saying, uh, two is a couple, three is a crowd.
No, three is perfect in our classes, four is great, and when it comes to seven or more, then that becomes a crowd a little bit. But everything less than seven is great. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for participating today. It was a pleasure to talk with all of you. I apologize for the confusion at the beginning, but you were amazing, so everything went smoothly. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you next time.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye.
Bye bye.
bye.
See
You're
you.
welcome.